This is huge. The forgotten prospect and the one of the best prospects in the Red Sox organization is finally getting into the limelight because of really just being healthy. Now, the day after Alex Cora really praises him, he comes out and has a 2-hit game, one a home run, and the other being a double off the wall. I'm here to break down how Mikey Romero is the best prospect that really hasn't gotten the shine that he really requires and deserves. I'm here to break it all down on this episode of Red Sox Digest. But first, remember, if you're a part of the 86.5% currently watching this video, not currently subscribed to the channel, scroll down, click the subscribe button. It only takes a few seconds. We do appreciate all the love and support, so thank you guys. But now let's get to it and break down not only how this is huge, but the forgotten prospect and how Mikey Romero is on the rise. Now, if you don't know who Mikey Romero is, well, he was drafted back in 2022, 22nd overall in the first round by the Red Sox organization. And again, he was very good coming out of high school. No way around that. The 37th ranked kid in the country, as well as the number 4th best player in all of the state of California, while being the number 1 shortstop prospect coming out of California. The kid was very good. He was very well regarded, but a series of injuries have really pushed him back and minimized how much he could really do on the big stage. Now, obviously, he hasn't been ready for the show level yet, but in AA and AAA, in the minor leagues, he has really been trying to showcase what he can do. But because of the injuries and really the larger amount of prospects we've been dealing with, in the sense of obviously Roman Anthony, Marcelo Mayer, the list goes on, of players like Kyle Teal before he was traded, Christian Campbell. Again, the number 1 really system in the game of baseball right now in the Red Sox organization. It's just something that just keeps on giving. And again, Mikey Romero was anticipated and expected to be at this level that we're now seeing in spring training. Again, we just needed him to remain healthy, and that is finally what we're starting to see from this young man, and it's really starting to click. And again, at the plate, he is so much fun to watch. He's very mature. He's very collected with himself when he's in the batter's box. And when he can put bat on the ball, good things happen. I'm going to show you guys 2 of the highlights from not yesterday's game, but the game prior, of Mikey Romero really piecing up 2 baseballs and going yard in one, and again, a double off the wall with the other. But again, to give some context, the day before that game, it is now March 8th. On March 5th, Alex Cora was asked about the prospect that really no one's giving enough light to, that it's not getting enough attention, that is still catching your eye, that you feel good about. And Alex Cora, when asked which prospects besides the, quote, big 3 have caught his eye, and he goes on to say, and I quote, Mikey Romero, he's a good player. This is the first time I had a look consistently, good instincts, and really, really good instincts. And again, that was really a paraphrased quote from Cora. He went on to really elaborate on how he's a very, very well-rounded player. He's very disciplined. And again, he can't wait to continue to watch him in a healthy stint on the spring training level of baseball, where he can really prove himself against other MLB level quality guys. And again, he didn't waste any time. The following day, in the following game, after these comments by Cora, he went 2 for 3 with 1 RBI and 1 run scored. He was phenomenal. And again, this is where those highlights came from. And now he's batting .667 in spring training. Yes, in 6 at-bats, he has 4 hits. He scored 2 runs, one of them being a home run, one of them being a double, and again, 2 RBIs. He's been phenomenal. And I know you're going to say the sample size isn't that big. We're talking about 6 at-bats in 4 games here. He's 22 years old, or 23, 21 years. He's very young is the point. And because of that, again, he was drafted in 2022, like we mentioned earlier. I said 22nd pick. It was the 24th pick. I apologize, but again, the point is the same. He was very well regarded out of high school, and because of the injuries to his back and I believe to his shoulder, he has just not been able to get on the field consistently, especially in the time of spring. And now he's been able to, and he is showcasing his talent at an exclusive and at a very, very high level. Now, this is a story from way back when he initially got that back injury. an injury, a significant one, just prior to what's supposed to be his first full professional season in 2023. Romero injured his back before he even got to spring training. So again, last year, or no, that was 2 years ago. Now we're in 2025. Time is flying. 2 years ago in 2023, the year after he was drafted, obviously, trying to go into spring, showcase his rookie talent, literally a rookie. It couldn't become more of a rookie in this instance. Just got drafted, trying to showcase his talent in the spring with other top prospects. Again, drafted it in the same class as just the Roman Anthony and others. Again, it's going to be interesting to see how these guys all mesh together. But again, the Sox were labeled as the #1 farm system in all of baseball right now. And again, I feel like guys like Roman Anthony, like Mikey Romero, are highly overlooked because of players like Roman Anthony, Marcelo Mayer, Christian Campbell, and again, when we did have him, Kyle Teal, as well as others. And again, now these guys are slowly but surely getting their reps and getting their opportunity to showcase who they really are and what level of ball player they are, and it's really working out. Now, I'm going to show you the clips from the game where he did go 2 for 3, and again, the double and the home run. We're going to start with the home run as he went left center field. It was a pretty swing. It was great contact, and it was very loud. I will say that. I don't know what it is about spring training, but when someone makes good contact with a baseball during spring training, it is so loud. It sounds like an Ohtani moonshot. It really does. But here is Mikey Romero's home run off of or over the left center wall.
Like everyone's different. I would. That's okay.
Romero goes to center for a homer. It's 5-3.
To me, I would say like I throw the biggest depth splitter, and I need something with a lot of depth.
For a shortstop, I'm going to say that he is not the smallest individual. Yes, he does play middle infield, if you will, third and shortstop. We've seen him take some reps at second, but again, really just a middle infielder, dominantly at short. And again, he's not the smallest shortstop in the world. We just saw how big he looks rounding the bases. He's not a tiny guy. Again, I can't wait to see this guy continue to develop into a better player. And you can obviously tell for a shortstop, the kid has some pop to go left center field and really just crush that baseball. Was phenomenal to see. But now let's see the double off the right field wall.
He barrels it up to right center field. Springer going back, and that one's off the wall, caroming into the glove of Clase. Relay coming in, but it'll be a double for Romero. And the first.
Again, not the largest, or one of the larger human beings. For a shortstop, I will say, the base running does not look great in the sense of overall speed, but again, he has a bat and he has a lot of pop to him, it looks like. So this is awesome to see. Again, a young prospect getting the opportunity and really highlighting his talent and showcasing that, hey, just because we do have the big three and just because I'm not a part of that big three in the sense of popularity and overall just notability, if you will, because of how his career has really started in the sense of he got sidelined, and because of that he wasn't able to showcase his talent like these guys like Mayer and Anthony and Campbell and all these other guys as really young prospects, and again going through AA, going through AAA, single A, whatever it may be, and being able to showcase that talent. Obviously, Mikey has been dealing with these injuries. The back injury was very significant. Literally the following year, or the year he was drafted, and he wasn't able to showcase any of his talent. Then he has to work back, and then he gets put in the AA, and then he gets in the AAA. And you're really not going to be able to showcase your talent at that high of a level on that grand of a stage compared to the spring training. And I know spring training is just spring training, but for these young guys, they are trying to showcase their talent, and they're trying to really prove themselves and prove their value and prove their talent and really just show what they could be to this organization on any stage at that matter. But again, trying to get to the show level and get to the big stage. And again, I think Mikey has done a great job to prove really what we've been missing out on and how he could be a significant piece to this Red Sox organization for a long time coming. So when you see we're the #1 farm system in baseball, please understand that it is not just Roman Anthony, Marcelo Mayer, Christian Campbell, and who was Kyle Teal when he was a part of the system, or even a Braden Montgomery when he was a part of the system. It's deeper than that. It goes to these guys like Mikey Romero, who is maybe a forgotten piece in this farm system, who is still a hell of a ball player at such a young age. Again, let me know down below what you guys think of this young man in Mikey Romero, and if you guys would like to see him possibly be the shortstop of the future for this Red Sox organization, or possibly a middle infielder for this Red Sox organization, as it seems like we have a bit of talent that can play in the middle of the infield with Campbell as well as Mayer. It's going to be interesting to see how we deal with all of this, the surplus of talent. But again, that is a good problem to have, especially when they're this young. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one.